Once again, welcome back to the program. In today's segment, we are going to talk to two of our friends who have come from separate nations, which are many a times we have not heard about these nations, but being a Canadian, it is our duty to understand each other's culture. We will take you today to Dominican Republic and also Guatemala, from where these two friends have come, and they're going to talk about a very important event which is going to happen on August the 18th. This event is Latin Summer Festival, and we have Ana David and Marlene Ramasini who's going to tell us about this function. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much for having
How are
us.
you?
Thank you. Very good. Thank
Buenos
you.
dias.
Welcome. So we'll start from you, Anna. How did you start thinking about having a festival of this kind where thousands of people come, intermingle, and understand about different cultures?
Like you were saying before, we're in Canada as immigrants, and inevitably we become multicultural. Because I find that in Vancouver, there's every nation here. And when I came here from a little island in the Caribbean, I started to learn to taste the food and the different music. And I said, you know, I want to be involved with the community, and the ideas came together over the years.
So when did you start having this festival?
We had the first one in 2001.
Okay.
Yes, and prior to that, we were involved in many other events in the Latin community.
Right.
Both Marlene and I have been involved for many years. And because Latin America is so diverse, and there's so many countries there already, we
Right.
said it'd be a nice idea to put us all together with the only thing uniting us is language, Spanish.
Right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So Marlene, you are a famous singer in your community. Since how long you have been singing, and what do you focus upon when you sing?
I've been singing since I'm 12 years old, and I've been touring. And one of the most beautiful things that I enjoy when I sing is to share my music,
Right.
my culture to the public, to the world. Being in Canada, such a rich country, and mostly in our lower mainland, it's really nice to bring our music to different people. And
Wonderful.
people love Latin music.
Okay. So when did you come to Canada, and also you are from Guatemala?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about this country.
Yes, I came to Canada first time in 1987 to do a national tour across Canada from the East Coast to the West Coast,
Right.
in every small town in between, to bring the music to our country. Then back in 1990, I established in Canada, and I've been touring across Canada since then and worldwide. And I come from a country in Central America, a beautiful country, a country of 22 volcanoes,
Okay.
so rich in culture.
Right.
65% of the population is indigenous people.
Right.
We have 23 languages
Okay.
and more than 100 dialects.
Okay.
So it's a beautiful country.
Oh, that's wonderful. And
Yes.
music, binds you. All the communities from Latin America, they bind each other.
Yeah, we enjoy and we play. As a musician, I play music from different countries from Latin America. For example, I play music from Ana's country, Dominican Republic, merengue and bachatas.
Okay.
And we also play music from Colombia,
Right.
cumbia, so salsa from Cuba and Puerto Rico. So Latin America, it's like a really nice, rich
Right.
region in the world.
Great. You are from Dominican Republic. A little bit about your country, and also when you organize this festival, if you could let us know how many Latin Americans are in the Lower Mainland.
Sure. The last number I heard from the census is 45,000 in the Lower Mainland, but I think it's a little bit low in my
Okay.
view. And also the highest populations we have here are Mexico, El Salvador, Chile originally, but now we're having more Colombians
Colombians,
and
yeah.
more different people from Central America coming as well.
Right.
And with the festival, I think the biggest thing people are looking for is the food, of course, and the music, the variety of music. We also have an artisan market and a kids area and lots of interesting things to do.
Okay. So is it just music, or as you said, when this one day long celebration is held, people from different communities come. How are you trying to reach the other communities also, as we started in the beginning only, that we are living in a multicultural country? Many a times we should be proud of our culture, of course, and we should celebrate it. But many a times we are not able to intermingle with the other cultures also. So what is your opinion about this? How we can have more interaction between each other, and what is being done by you to spread this message?
I think this is a very important point. Thank you for bringing it up. For myself, I'm a hybrid. I'm half Canadian, half Latin American. And I have a gift, is language. I speak French and Spanish and English. And this is the bridge I use to communicate what I want to do.
Right.
And I believe through the festival is the excuse is the music and the food, but ultimately we're one people.
Absolutely.
We can dance to the Bhangra drum as much as we can dance to a Cuban drum. It's the same music. We don't need to speak the same language.
Right.
And this is the invitation to all of you in your audience
Right.
to please come. We have a drumming circle. We need lots of good drummers from your community to come and join us. This happened from 1 to 4, the day of the festival, the 18th, and lots of interesting things to do for the kids.
Okay. And in the previous years, when you have been having these functions, tell us a little bit about that. As to, it's just 4 hours of celebration, or it starts in the morning and continues till the evening?
We start at 11, and it's a Sunday, so we finish at 10. We wrap it up at 7 o'clock, pardon me, so that by the end of the day, we're wrapped up and gone from the park.
Right.
But the idea is to invite all the families. We want the grandparents, the kids, we want everybody there. And by sharing the interesting things from be it Aboriginal, First Nations, or African roots, or any of the roots that involve Latin American culture, we're able to see how similar we really are.
Right.
Yeah.
So Marlene, as you have been going across all over the world and singing, songs and binding the people together, tell us a little bit about how do you feel being in Canada, because language is a major barrier many a times, and English not being the first language, you face a lot of challenges also. So people from Latin America who come over here, how are they integrating into the system? What are the challenges they are facing?
First of all, I wanted to tell you that I'm so grateful to be in Canada. It's such a beautiful country, and people from all over the world. It's so amazing that we all can live in a small, in like a community. It's really nice. I feel so amazed about that. And also, when I came to Canada, I didn't speak any English at all.
Okay.
I had to learn from the beginning, and the way to learn the language as being in Canada is to integrate in different events. And since I came to Canada, I was being part of festivals.
Right.
I play all the fall festivals across Canada. Lots of concerts, big concerts, and church community events from all over. So that's the way how I, as an entertainer,
Okay.
as an artist, integrate in the Canadian culture. Right?
Absolutely,
It's
Marlene, and you
beautiful.
are a prime example. A person who comes to Canada cannot speak English, but now you're speaking fluent English and also
Try.
binding the communities. Thank you very much and best wishes. And towards the
Thank
end,
you
Anna,
very much.
what would you like to say for this August the 18th function? What would be your message?
Please, everybody who's listening right now, we are on Facebook at Latin Summerfest, and we have a very easy page to remember, latinsummerfest.com. All the information on the shows are there. We have amazing bands, dancers, lots of colorful things for you. Don't miss it, please. Sunday the 18th. Namaste to you. Thank you for having us.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
Gracias.
And gracias. And before we finish the program, we would like to tell our viewers that definitely we are very thankful that you took out time and came over here. And after the break, we would not like to go without listening to your beautiful song. So we
Thank
go
you
for a
very
small
much.
break and come back and listen to your song.
Thank you very much for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Siempre que te tengo cerca, tú no sabes ni presientes que mi alma se vuelve loca. No sé qué hacer para controlar esta situación que me hace vibrar. Estoy amando sin querer, te estoy besando sin cesar, estoy creando